Crafty Corner. I am Amanda, and this is my Crafty Corner. I did decide to go live a little bit earlier than I had planned. What we'll be working on today is some cross stitch. So I did diamond painting a little bit earlier, and I can see that I forgot to take off the little plug for my webcam, for my camera. So yeah, we're going to be, I'm just trying to get the area that I'm working on right now, and I forgot to mute myself elsewhere. So yeah, welcome to those that watched my earlier stream with Chan. Thank you so much for watching. And you know, now we're doing another live stream of my Dragon Saturdays for those that like cross stitch. I hope you enjoy. And yeah, we're just gonna, you know, get into it for Twitch. Again, for Twitch, the music that I have on, they allow you to play on your recordings or anything, as long as you're not making any money. I make no money from their music. I just simply like to listen to it. It is the Fleischer Brothers. It's called Fantasy Music World. It's on my subscribe list, so if you head onto my channel on YouTube, you will see them. With that said, let's get into my lovely dragon cross stitch, because I feel like it's been forever since I've actually done any cross stitching on my channel, which it actually has, to be honest. The last time I cross stitched was last Saturday, because Monday I took off because I was exhausted from last Sunday. I won't lie to you, I was completely exhausted from last Sunday. For those who had no idea what I was doing, I went to the mall with my mom and some other relatives, and we did some Christmas shopping. I don't do well in malls. I really don't do well in any area with big gatherings anymore. It just drains me. But the mall especially, because, you know, you're running around, you're trying to find what you want to shop for. I bought 3 things last Sunday. I bought 2 books, and then I bought a facial cleanser for my face. That's it. That's all I did. I was with my cousins and my aunts and my mom the rest of the time, and I'm like, next year we're not doing this on a Sunday. I don't care what they say. Not on a Sunday. And now with everything going on at work with regards to us doing the renovations, now we're like all hustling and bustling, trying to clean up the office while we still have, you know, patients coming in. So we're all kind of trying to do our part. The hardest day is going to be like the Thursday, because we're off on the Friday. So as soon as the last patient leaves, a lot of us are staying later just to move everything, because we don't want the reno guys moving our stuff, because it's very expensive equipment. So yeah, we're not doing much. We're getting rid of some half walls in the office, redoing the carpet. We're redoing the carpet. It's a brand new carpet. There's just little things going on because, yeah. So we had our first staff meeting in a long time yesterday as well. I know I'm live. I'm just trying to think of what I can talk about, unless somebody's got something they would like to share. I had a quick snack before coming in here. I had like a clementine and a pear. And then one of my high fiber bars. So yeah, I don't know how long this live is going to be. I'm kind of just going to cross stitch for as long as possible until I get tired. I don't know what my plan is really. I'm just kind of, I normally record myself for the dragons. I just felt like going live. Am I strange? Probably. Is that okay? Yeah. So I do go live on both YouTube and Twitch for anybody on Twitch that likes any sort of crafting. And then of course for all my subscribers on YouTube. Oh. No, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out good angle for you to view when I'm cross stitching. So I'm still working on that same section of all the number 154. I'm sorry. Like I said, I really haven't been doing this cross stitch all that much. I'm going to change that because I think we're going to change up the dragon that we're working on just so that people aren't bored by this. I'm also finding that I actually prefer to stitch without the holder. I don't know. I'm just finding my groove with cross stitching, to be honest. I'm still finding my groove with it. Trying to make sure there's no knots in the back as well. Okay, give me one moment. I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to just take this off. So we're just going to take off my Q-snap. That's not how you take this off, by the way. I'm just afraid to break my nails because my nails are not fake. They're real. So I'm just going to kind of do that. I'm just going to take it out and you can see how big this is. Oh, I bashed my fingers into my desk. Oof, that was not fun. Okay. Throwing that beside me. So this is it. So here's the top part. This is the part we're working on right here. Here's the dragon's head. Dragon's head. The lady is at the bottom. Like I said, this is a 40 by 60, so it's the same size as the diamond painting. Yeah, you get to look at my lovely legs. So there we go. Maybe this will be more comfortable for me. Bam. Here we go. Our lovely dragon. I also figured I do a lot of diamond lives. I really don't do many cross stitch lives. So let's change it up a bit. Hi Rain, how are you? That's good. Are you working on anything while you watch me be silly? Or watch me cross stitch, really? Hi, Chan. And of course, you guys get to look at the back of that for a moment. Were you able to get everything you wanted done, Chan? I won't lie, it's really hard to do this with both my fingers covered. Let's say la vie. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I went and said hi to my parents for like a moment. And then I'm like, I'm just going to eat something and I'm going back downstairs. As much as I love my parents, I just don't want to listen to them. Oh yeah, and apparently this morning somebody tried to hack into my Google, and I was laughing when I saw that email, and I'm like, there's no way for them to get in. Yeah, I got an email for that, and I rolled my eyes at it, dying of laughter. And now I'm just going to kind of talk out of my head. But welcome to all those that are watching. If you type in my chat, I will look and respond. I promise. I know some people don't like cross stitch, so they'll probably jump in and out of my channel, which is totally fine. But I do both cross stitch and diamond painting. I did diamond painting earlier. Hi, Brian. How are you? I did diamond painting earlier with Shan here. And now I'm just doing my Saturday dragon. As I listen to whatever noises people are making in my house. So I do have some confetti in here, but unlike diamond painting, confetti and cross stitch is just a wee bit harder. One second, I'm just gonna pull this down on my middle finger, just a wee bit. Can everybody hear the music? I don't have it super, super loud, but hopefully you can. And I know I'm not the fastest cross stitcher out there. But at least you can work on, you know, your diamond art if you're doing diamond art, or if you like cross stitch, pull up a cross stitch, pull up a snack, a drink, what have you. Sorry, I'm just making myself more comfortable on my chair. Okay, not sure what happened there. Just make this a little bit neater. Grab my needle threader. Again, entirely sure what my thread is doing right now, but okay. Thank you to those who are staying here and just kind of lurking. I'm trying to think of what to say. I have this trouble when I'm doing even my recordings. I'm also kind of just listening to what's going on upstairs. There's a lot of like stomping and banging. I think my mom is setting up more stuff for Christmas because I think she was in, I like to call it Harry Potter's cupboard that we have under the stairs in the basement. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just cross stitching away. After I was done the live with Shan, my brother came down and I was getting ready to do the cross stitch stuff, and I hear clinking and I'm not even really paying attention, and it's my brother and he's just eating some jello, and he has his finger up to his mouth because he thinks I'm still live. I'm like, I'm not live. My headsets are not on. He's like, oh, okay. So he comes and plops himself down on the couch and is like, well, what are you doing tomorrow? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, tomorrow I want to play a little bit of my game. I'm like, that's fine. Go ahead. I don't really do much on Sundays. He's like, okay, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, I don't know. Surprise me. And after I'm done here, I'm going to go make myself some dinner. And then who knows what I'll do. Stay out of my parents' way, that's for sure. Because I, again, don't know what's going on upstairs. And I just don't have patience for them. I won't lie. I won't lie to anybody. I have no patience for my parents. Oh, that sounds so horrible. I have like a dark fantasy creature music misc. That's why it's kind of like all over the place. Just because I'm like, you know what? Let's do some fantasy music from a little dragon. Bonjour, Stephanie. Comment ça va? Sorry, that is the extent of my French. I think that's the last X I can do. So we're just gonna come over here. No, there's a magnet in here somewhere. So here we go, all my needles. Anybody need one? I got all needles. And then we're just gonna snippy snip. Back to, where's my other needle? Did it fall? It fell. So I do have 2 other needles at the ready. The one fell on the floor. We'll go through there. We're going to go through this one. Push it through. Pull, 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 pull. As you can tell, I'm just going to keep pulling. Pull, 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 pull. And then I'm gonna stabby stab stab it through, and then do that. And then I'm just gonna cut off the excess, like the tail, to the best of my ability. I'm going to continue the excess because all of this is going to be covered up when I make my way back down again. I did put wax on my threads. It just helps get rid of the knots that form. Because who has time for all the knots? I sure don't. Like this one that just happened. Which is totally fine. I'm just gonna leave it because it'll get covered. It's actually not a knot, it's the threads from where I cut the last time. So they'll get covered no matter what. Sometimes my X's look so good, and then other times it looks like that, and I don't know why. But that's okay. That's okay. What ends up happening after you wash it is that the threads puff up, which is actually really, really nice. So, yeah. And if anybody ever wants to see me do any tutorials about how I do my stuff or certain stitches, or like I said, how to wash, how to iron, or how I iron it, just let me know in the comments. If you have Discord, feel free to join my Discord. It should be in the description box below. And I won't lie, my favorite needles, I know you saw all the needles that are in there, are the DMC size 24. Those are my absolute favorite. They're really strong, as I've broken, I think, 2 of the ones that come with the kits. Not on purpose, but they're really not as strong as the needles I'm using right now. Okay, whoever's there, say hi to everybody on YouTube. Hello. That is my mother that's making all that noise. My mom's getting... Christmas. My mom yells, Merry Christmas. Not sure if you can hear her or not.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get my stuff.
Get your stuff. You're fine. I'm just making fun of you. I won't lie, I kind of wish there was a Christmas dragon. If anybody could find me a Christmas dragon cross stitch, I will love you forever. Because I will totally do a Christmas dragon cross stitch. I see a yep. I'm going to say a nope. But yeah, if anybody can find me a Christmas dragon cross stitch or even a diamond painting, I will send it my way. I will get it. Stupid knots. just so I don't lose the thread on on my needle. I also just want to thank everybody who's sticking it out with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Chantel. How are you doing? Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. Are you working on anything new? Aw. I know the Christmas season makes it hard, or the holiday season makes it a little bit harder. I am doing a dragon and lady cross stitch. It's very blurry, the picture, but this is it. So I'm kind of working on this part right now. So, here. So there's like a lady and some water. And then there's the dragon. Hi, Mikey. Wow, are you that famous pain in the butt? Cross stitch is actually not too hard. It's time consuming. It's definitely more time consuming than diamond painting, because it's literally, you know, I'm making half stitches right now. Well, I'm finishing the cross aspect of it. I have a fair few videos of me cross stitching on my channel. If you want a tutorial, I am more than happy to do one. I'm trying to show it as I go along as well, like how I start and stop. But these are all stamped kits, which is really nice. So it's almost like diamond painting, where you look at the code here. It's got the DMC. And then you kind of go, okay, so here's number 2, which is all this blue blocking. The number is 154. So then I just follow along. I'm just going to lower my camera a bit. I like how you agreed there, Mikey. And here we go. The Mickey and Friends one that I had been working on, I had done for a few months. This one I've been working on for a few months as well, but I mostly just do it on Saturdays. Instead of recording like I normally do, I just decided to go live for it. And I'm going to do my best to work on it outside of my videos. I haven't done the beaded ones. They look really cool. But my dad kind of told me to stop buying stuff because there's no room. Not that I listened. I didn't buy anything, but I do have PR packages coming in. But my goal is to finish at least 1 or 2 more cross stitch and a couple more diamond paintings before I buy more, just because I have so much stuff. Actually, I have to talk to my mom because she has a new activities director at the retirement home that she works in. And if they want to do diamond painting, I might pawn off some of my Amazon orders to them. So if I can pawn off some stuff to them, then there we go. Oh, of course I did that. That's okay. That is okay. That flinch was for me stabbing myself. have for my finished products, from Amazon, I bought a huge folder. So once I'm done, they go in there. So at least they're not all over the place. But I have a bin and a half full of the diamond art. And then I have where this TV stand is like 40 years old. So I have this TV stand and a portion of it's full of cross stitch. Underneath the coffee table, there's more diamond painting. In the furnace room, there are 2 more bins like in there with my diamond painting and cross stitch. So I'm kind of spread out everywhere. So yeah. So here's how, I don't know if you can actually see it. So I come to the back and I stick it through the bottom here. And then I pull it out. So I'm making kind of a knot. I go back in, pull it out. I'm going to go to the one beside it, do the same thing. Go in and out. And it makes like a nice sturdy knot. Grab my scissors. Do this. Cut. My room is full of other boxes because I never fully unpacked when we moved back in with my parents. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm just in debate where to go. Do I want to go up here? Do I want to finish this section? What do I want to do? All of this is number 2 here. All this blue. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I moved out in 2019. I lived with my cousin for a little bit, but then she couldn't handle our living situation, so she moved out in July, August, and Corey moved in with me in September of that year. November, I fell pregnant. Found out in end of January, beginning of February, kind of. So we moved back in with my parents when I was 2 weeks off from giving birth. So we've been living with my parents ever since 2020. Because we can't afford the prices for houses here where we live. But my dad keeps threatening to kick me and Corey out, and I just kind of ignore it at this point because there's nowhere for us to go. Does it suck? Yup. Is it life? Yup. So, yeah. I think it's just expensive everywhere at this point. But Corey also doesn't want to rent, which is another problem because he doesn't want to pay somebody else's mortgage, which I understand. But I'm also 33 years old and I really, really want my own place. My own space, really. But until we figure out what we're going to do, we're kind of just SOL. Well, I was explaining to somebody last night, our government, I hate talking politics, but I'll discuss this. Our government doesn't really care for born and bred Canadians. He cares about everybody else. So when we get refugees and we get other people, they're the ones kind of, here's the money that you need for a down payment on a house. Go and buy one. And then those that, you know, that's not what I wanted to do. Those that have lived here are all, like, everybody complains about millennials, but my generation, we're basically screwed because we can work 2 or 3 jobs, but the banks and the mortgage companies will still be like, oh, well, you're still not making enough to afford a house where you want to live. And it's like, okay, but then where do you want us to go? Unless somebody grants us a house or somebody in the family helps us financially, you can't move out of your parents' house. It's just not feasible. Or you can, you just have to go in a very remote spot where it's dirt cheap. But where do you get a job? So, yeah. The lowest rent in my town is $1,900 a month for a 1-bedroom. The condos that are being built across from my work are 484 square feet for $800,000. So, what does that tell you? And even when I talk to patients at work about it, I go, to be honest, those condos are basically just for you to eat and sleep in. They're not actually there for you to live in. Yeah. Yeah. It's very high. The house across the road from me is $3,000 for a 4-bedroom house. A month. Oh, no. Where'd it go? My needle went into my shoe and is now gone. Where did my needle go? If I scream in pain, it's because I stepped on my needle. I'll have to find it later. I will have to find it later with a magnet. So yeah. Yeah. Might put more wax on my throat as well. So this is the beeswax that I use. I kind of just put it like this. I'm just going to make my way down. Okay. Just going to turn down the volume in my headset. Okay, let's keep going. Oh yeah, yeah, it's very, very high. So unless you're planning to get roommates or something, it's just, you can't afford a house. And there's some people who got lucky. They bought just before COVID hit when the market was good. Kind of good. And I keep telling, like, myself, if I didn't move out in 2019, you know, could have had a house. But then I'm like, well, William wouldn't have been here, so you can't really go by the what ifs. It's kind of done and over with, you know. So, yeah, it is what it is at this point. One day we'll own a house. Just have to wait. Keep saving money. Conversations that I have at work as well. We have a lot of these conversations at work. Won't lie. Sorry if I bored anybody with that talk. Yeah. I get that. Don't get me wrong, my house is big. It's a 4+1 bedroom house. But if I want to have any more kids, Corey and I need to move out. And technically, my mom wanted us out by now. By the time that, well, actually, my mom wanted us out by the time that William started school. And I'm like, that's just, it's not going to work like that. So unless I win the lottery, we are stuck. Okay, let's get a little bit more of this section done. With cross stitch, as long as your X's are facing the same direction, it doesn't matter if you start from like top right to bottom left or bottom left to top right, because your X's are going to look the same. Sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable. Yeah. Because my wrist was on here. I have to do this again. Chantel, do you do videos as well? I can't remember. I know I need to catch up on a lot of my videos. I won't lie. Okay, only 2 of you came out. That's not good. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's why. Sorry, the reason why I cut the top off is because your threads are supposed to be equal and they weren't, which is why I got that weird bunch, because one string was uneven to the, or one piece of floss was uneven to the others. So we're just gonna, you know, fix that. And now I get to go when I can find that hole up. That would be awesome. You should totally post the link up in my Discord for everybody to see. You can even post it here if you would like, so people can see what you sell. Ah, makes sense. How's the remodeling going? The hell? Oh, ha ha ha, an extra piece of fluff. Oof. Yeah, I get that. Hopefully it all works out. Just gonna move my camera there. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be crazy. Like everything takes time and money. I think I was saying this the other day. So, the place that I work, or even today, I think I said it today actually with Shan. Where I work hasn't been renovated since 1997. Okay, it's now 2023. End of 2023. We have one patient, because he owns his own business as well, that goes every time I step into your office to get my eyes checked. I feel like I'm back in the 90s and I'm waiting for the Spice Girls to pop out from one of the rooms. So, yeah, the owner is finally doing renovations. Like, all we're really doing is we're knocking a couple walls down, fixing one of the room. Oh my goodness. Fixing up one of the rooms and just a couple things here and there just to liven up the place. New carpet, new paint, Um, she got for the 3 rooms some new supplies for the doctors, so they're excited. So just minor renovations for now, but we're like on crunch mode. But I feel with the rich, I should have been born rich as well, and my partner says the same thing. But we'll see what happens. Knock on wood, maybe I'll win the lottery. Okay, I'm going to finish this row and then I will be done for today. I mean the whole row, top to bottom, or bottom to top, whatever you want to call it. Oh, thanks, Chantel. I don't need much. Just give me like $300,000 just so I can get out of my parents' house. You know what? Let's just use up the rest of this floss. It is almost done anyways. Except when it gets stuck and doesn't want to go, you know? Okay, with this last stitch, I am done for today. I hope everybody has a wonderful Saturday night, a wonderful Sunday. I will see everybody on Monday unless I decide to go live again a little bit later. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.